What's up, Warrior Nation? I'm coming to you now for week 2 of Summer Sparks. Sitting here at the airport on my way to a spiritual retreat, which is something that brings some of Jesus' disciples together, either locally or from around the country, to spend time growing spiritually together. Which is interesting because this week's lesson is on Jesus' 12 disciples. So pay attention. Remember, at the end of the lesson, you will have 3 questions to answer. The lesson this week is coming out of Mark chapter 9, verse 33 through 37. And again, parents, help your children so we can all grow together. Here we go.
Ha! Ta-da!
And so, my disciples, I say unto you...
Jesus, just a real quick question. Out of all your disciples, which James do you like the most? Me or other James?
Well, I don't really have a favorite, James.
But if you had to have a favorite...
But I don't have to have a favorite.
But what if you did?
Stop, please.
I'm just not sure why you added this part.
Todd added it so his character would have something to do.
Otherwise, my disciple doesn't do anything.
Me neither. I think this scene needs more action. Like, what if I were to eat this fish right here?
I'm not comfortable up here with this bird of prey.
No one knows what you're saying. You need to relax the jaw and enunciate.
Look, Becky, at first it was cool that I was part of the biggest cast our shows have ever had, but this group doesn't even make sense. It's just 12 random characters who have nothing in common. Most don't even say anything. It's like I could not be up here and no one would notice.
You know, you're right, Todd. This show is going to need some major rewrites. To the writer's room! To get ready for this kind of rewrite, I've been reading Screenplay in a Day by famous screenwriter Gillian J. Epmeyer. Now, do any of you know who Gillian J. Epmeyer is?
She's the lady on the cover of your book.
That's right, Todd. The important thing she says in her book, though, is to simplify. If you have 2 characters doing the same thing, you should cut one. See, by having Jesus and all the disciples on stage, we have 13 people up there. That means each character gets only 1/13 of the stage and the audience's attention. 1/13. But if we get rid of a character that isn't important, what happens to our number? Anyone?
Then we only have 12 characters on stage.
Exactly. Giving more stage time for Jesus, who is actually important. Thank you for your understanding, Lena.
You're welcome, Miss Fledwick.
So you'll also understand why we don't need 2 Jameses. Jame and I?
I'll go. You be good up there, other James.
Another thing to look at is who is more relevant. Like, Thaddeus. Thaddeus is barely mentioned in the Bible. And it's thought he was a farmer by trade, so really not that qualified to be a disciple. So...
Me? You're cutting me before the baboon. I went to Juilliard and he... You know what? Fine. Fine!
Well, we're making some progress. But, as Gillian J. Epmeyer says, you have to make bold changes to simplify. No disciples, nothing but Jesus.
That is bold. Well, see you later.
So, we're doing the story of the disciples with no disciples.
Absolutely. Jesus was really the only one who knew what he was talking about anyway. Oh, Gillian J. Epmeyer will be so proud of how much this simplifies things.
The simplify rule doesn't apply to every story, Becky.
Gillian J. Epmeyer?
All of the disciples are essential in this story. They were to carry Jesus' ministry forward after his death and resurrection, just as we are meant to carry Jesus' ministry forward today. There are no unnecessary parts to play in God's big story because everyone is a part of it.
So Joey and Todd and me and you are all equally important?
Well, not me, since I'm a picture on a book, but yes, there are no small parts to God.
She's right. Joey, I need you to go get everyone back. Tell them we made a huge mistake.
What do you mean, we?
Tell them everyone is important. Hurry!
Alas, poor Yorick.
Hey, New York actor, follow me.
Verily.
Hey, Lena, follow me.
Checkmate.
Hey, Todd, follow me.
I really don't think there's another option.
Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded of you.
Which of us do you want to do all of that?
All of you. And remember, I am with you always, to the very end of the age.
Well, that's it, Warrior Nation. As you can see, everyone matters in God's kingdom. There's no small people. Everyone has a part to play. Learn how to play your part. More than anything, learn how to follow God. See you next time.